Hi, welcome to the Paper Snob. This is Tara. It's time for another Iron Crafter YouTube hop. Anna and I collaborated together to create a list of things that we felt like were not getting enough attention when we scrapbook, and this month it's all about the Nuvo Drops. I'm also going to bring in my brand new Hip Kit Club February kit. It just arrived in the mail today. And funny, it was the colors that I was hoping to play with. So I'm going to do something a little wild, I think, with the Nuvo glue. I'm hoping it will work. If it doesn't work, then you will probably never see the outcome, but let's hope that it works. But first, I kind of wanted to show you something that I learned at a We Create event in Springfield, Missouri last year. That was a luxury crop put on Scrapbook Generation that I went to last year, and they demoed Nuvo Drops. I will also show you that I have a slight obsession with Nuvo Drops, and I will show you a picture of my obsession in just a second. I'll pop it up in the corner for you. But you can make hearts with Nuvo Drops. The key is to get 3 drops, but they're not touching, and then you drag them down like that and like this. You can kind of drag them, and then it ends up drawing into a cute little heart. Takes a little bit of practice, and I think you can do stars too, but I haven't even tried to do a star, so I'm not going to attempt on camera now because that would probably end up being a humongous mess. But I just thought that was a cute little demo that I could share with you. I'm going to set that up there to dry, and we'll get started on what could be craziness. I've been seeing these videos on Instagram and Pinterest both, of artists taking acrylic paint and putting them in squiggles and lines and drops onto their background, either a canvas or paper. And I thought I would try something like that with my Nuvo Drops just to see if it would work. So I had already begun putting some dots onto my paper in a squiggle before I started recording, and now you're going to just see me begin to start filling it in with all of the different colors that I have chosen for this project. I am not a painter, so I am just randomly putting these colors on here in a way that I think that they will not mix and make a muddy color. And I'm just going to try to fill in a good portion of the middle of my paper with dots and squiggles. So luckily for me, the dots and squiggles don't need to be perfectly neat. I am having a little bit of trouble with this blue Nuvo because it is a lot thinner than the other ones that I was using, so it really kind of made a mess, but it doesn't need to be perfect for this technique since I'm going to use a scraper to spread it across my cardstock. One of my worries in trying this technique was that the Nuvo Drops would begin to dry a little bit before I managed to take my scraper in, but I didn't have to worry about that after all. This worked better than I expected. I really love that marbled effect that I got with the scraper. I'm going to set my background aside to dry, and then I'm going to scrape the excess off onto a scrap piece of paper. I'll use that to make embellishments later. I'm pretty sure that Anna did something very similar to this in her Mix It Up Monday video. You should check out her channel and watch that video. Her background came out really, really well. So I'm showing you the photos that I have already matted on white cardstock. I also cut out a giant heart from a piece of pattern paper from my February HKC kit. That text paper is going to be my background paper, and I have cut a smaller second heart out of white cardstock that I'm going to use as a template to trace around on the back side of my now dried background. I only want to get the marbled effect onto my layout. I'm going to use this as a second matting on that heart to create a beautiful, shiny, glittery effect for my photos. Once I get it cut out, I'm going to go ahead and adhere it to my stitched blue heart, and then I'm going to put that in the center of my background paper. So at this point, I'm just going to start laying down photos and embellishments to just decide where I want things to end up on the layout. I'm really not going to adhere anything down just yet because I want to make sure that I get things exactly where I want them. This little forever title had the bits in the letters that I wanted to get out, and I'm sorry I'm making you watch that on camera. I didn't think to take them off beforehand. I have a cute little phrase that says, "You are my person." I think I'm going to put it on the tag. I may move it, but like I said, I'm just kind of playing around with placement at this point. The February HKC kit had 3 ephemera butterflies that I'm going to use on this layout. You do see that I flip up the wings. I will put foam dots in the center of the butterfly so that those wings will be flipped up on my page. Yes, they'll smash a little bit in my page protector in my album, but not a whole lot. You'll still be able to see that they're floating off the page because the album's not going to be super full. I'm just kind of sticking floral ephemera here and there, hearts as well, trying to decide which pieces I'm going to use. And then I will shut down the video and I will glue down stuff off camera and put my journaling on the tag as well. Right there on camera, I'm pointing to below the forever, and that is because I'm going to add another word to my title. The title is going to say "Forever Yours," as you can see here. At this point, I have glued down everything. I've used foam adhesive, either foam dots or fun foam or something on the back of several of the elements. Now I'm tying a bow out of some blue twine that I'm going to add to the top of the tag. I will adhere that with a glue dot, and that will be one of the final details to my layout. But then I'm like, hey, this is a Nuvo drop layout. I'm supposed to be really showcasing those. So I bring in my sparkly silver Nuvo drops and I add some little drops near my embellishment clusters just as my final touch. I did leave the label below at the very bottom right hand corner blank because I need to go back into my phone and see what year those photos were taken, and I've left that blank so that I could add the year later. I want to thank you for stopping by my channel today. If you liked my video, please click the thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, I'd love to have you subscribe. Don't forget to check the description box below my video. There will be a list of the people who are participating. There's not a collaborative list this time because we're having a little bit of trouble getting that to work on YouTube. So we've left that off for the month of February, but make sure that you click on all of the links below. There will be some Instagram as well as YouTube videos. I also want to pull out these scraps that I had cut from my heart background. I ran them through my Big Shot and made some heart embellishments that I thought I could use on some other pages. I also want to show you the little heart that I made that has now dried. Again, thank you for stopping by my channel today. You have a great day. Bye.